Here's how to put on weight as a skinny guy. Let's go.
The first thing you need to do is bulk up. So what does that actually mean? Well, you need to be in a calorie surplus to put on weight. If you're not putting on weight right now, it's because you're not in a calorie surplus. So you need to find out your calorie maintenance. So how many calories you need to stay at the same weight. And then you need to go above that. So you need to go 300 to 500 calories above that. And if you stay in a calorie surplus, you will gain weight. That's the bottom line. I went from 66 kg to 83 kg in the space of like 6 months. So it's possible. The second thing you need to be doing is drinking liquid calories. Now, if you're someone who's quite skinny and finds it really difficult to put on weight, because to be honest, eating a lot of food is quite difficult. So we need to make it as easy as possible. So the first thing we're going to do is try to put our calories into liquid forms, because then it's easier to consume. So what I did for so long, every single day, I would make a smoothie. So I would put literally peanut butter, frozen fruit, I'd put milk, I'd put fresh fruit as well, not just frozen fruit, honey. And I was that extreme. I literally put a teaspoon of olive oil because it's high in calories and you don't taste it in the smoothie. Bit extreme, but listen, if you need to put on weight, you need to put on weight. And then in that, I'd also put protein powder. So that whole smoothie came up to around 1,000 calories. And I would get it down me in literally 10 minutes. So, and it fills you up, but just not as much as eating the physical food. Eating 1,000 calories of food is so much harder than drinking 1,000 calories of food. So try your best to make these smoothies, because that is the best thing you can do to bulk up. Now, also what you can do, if you're not eating the liquid calories, say for the times where you're eating the actual food, you can put a timer on your phone and see how fast you can eat that meal in. Because when you eat food fast, you don't get as full. So when you eat slowly, you're enjoying the meal, you get more full. But if you just get it down the hatch, as fast as possible, you don't get as full up. So try your best to put a timer on your phone, 5-minute timer, and try beat the clock and do it in 5 minutes. Genuinely, it becomes a bit of a game and you don't feel as full afterwards because you ate so fast. Your brain hasn't recognized that you're that full yet. So yeah, try your best to do those two things. Really helps me when I was bulking up. Now, another thing I'm going to suggest, which is going to sound a little bit insane, is eating till failure. So you know how when we're in the gym, we're working out, we train to failure. So we will basically train and you train so you can't do any more reps, basically. We're going to do that while you're eating. So what that means is when you're eating, I want you to literally not be able to put another spoonful of food in your mouth. Okay, I want you on the verge of throwing up. I'm telling you, it's gonna sound crazy. While I was doing my insane bulks where I put on 15 kg, I literally threw up. There has been times, and I know other people around me who have bulked up too, take it extremely like me, take it serious like me. They have literally thrown up back into their bowl. Obviously, we don't want to be doing that, but I want you feeling I want you feeling a little bit sick. You're that full. And I want you to carry on until you get to failure, until you cannot put another spoonful in your mouth, because if you did, you would throw up. I know this sounds insane, but listen, it worked for me. It fucking worked. So how about you fucking listen? It sounds insane, I know. No one's going to tell you to eat to the verge of literally throwing up. But it's kind of what you have to do. If you're really skinny, you need to get food in you. You need to make sure you're in that calorie surplus. And the way you're going to do it is by eating to failure. You train to failure. So how about you eat to failure? I'm just saying, it really helps me. It's going to be very difficult. You're not going to want to do it. And every day you'll wake up dreading having to eat. But in a few months' time, you will have put on weight. I can guarantee you that. You will have put at least 5 kg on in a few months if you eat like that, if you drink the liquid calories, if you make sure you're in that surplus. Just a disclaimer, in the description there is my full aesthetic body course, which goes into all of this in a lot more detail and it's a lot more clear. You want to put on weight, but are you really committed? Are you just being a bit of a pussy? You say, oh yeah, I want to gain weight, but my metabolism too fast, and eat more. Eat more. You can't gain weight, then you're not in a surplus. Then you're not eating enough. Like, it's so simple. You're not gaining weight because you're not eating enough. Eat more, move less, you will gain weight. The principle of gaining weight is literally eating more than you burn. Simple as that. And you're confusing it so much. You want to put on weight, eat till failure. I want you on the verge of nearly throwing up. You're that full. But guess what? You carry on and you finish the meal. It worked for me. It'll work for you. Also, just as a disclaimer, in this time, if you want to be putting on a lot of weight, get yourself into the gym also, because when you're in the gym and you're bulking at the same time, when you're eating a lot of food, you're going to be putting on a lot of muscle. And when you're putting on a lot of muscle, your weight's going to go up because muscle weighs quite a lot. So yeah, you don't, listen, if you just want to put on weight and you don't want to put on muscle, you just literally just want to put on like weight, just mass on you, then you can still bulk up. But if you want to put on weight and muscle, then get yourself into the gym, train hard, progressively overload, you know all of that stuff. I'm going to say something a little bit controversial. If you find yourself in a position where you look like Jack's fit at the start of his journey, you are so skinny, like genuinely, you look like a twig. Like if that is you, and that actually could be you, where you genuinely are so skinny, listen, I might have to advocate dirty bulking. Because, listen, dirty bulking's not good for you. I'm genuinely going to say it right now. It's not good for you. You'll get gynecomastia maybe. Your hormone levels will be messed up. You won't be as healthy. You won't feel as good. Your skin will get worse. But you will put on weight very quickly. If you just eat anything in sight, you will put on weight quickly. And listen, I know it's not good for you. You should be clean bulking, eating the real whole foods. But in extreme cases, if you just need weight on you, dirty bulk. For at least a month, if you're that skinny, dirty bulk. And then once you've done that month of dirty bulking, go to clean bulking and just eat the real whole foods. Only in extreme cases though. For the 99% of people, you need to clean bulk. You need to be eating, the good foods, the meat, the vegetables, the fruit, etc. while you're bulking. But if you're in extreme cases, dirty bulk, listen, you need to get that weight on you as fast as possible. So that is the simple way to put on weight as a skinny guy. It's going to be difficult. You're not going to want to do it. But listen, if you want to put on weight, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to struggle eating till failure. You're going to feel sick. You're going to literally feel like throwing up if you take it seriously. And listen, I did the same. I went through the trials and tribulations too. And guess what? It worked. It worked. So how about you listen? Because I know I've tried it and it worked. So maybe you stop listening to your brain that has got you to the place you are in right now, being skinny. How about you listen to someone who's actually in shape, who's actually put on the weight and is big, and you're not. But then you're listening to yourself over me, even though I've done the things that have actually got me there, and you haven't done the things that haven't got you there. So listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I've done it. I've put on weight, lost weight. I know how to do it now. Eat more, move less, eat till failure, be on the verge of throwing up, liquid calories, put the timer on, make it a little bit of a game. Make sure you go into the gym if you want to put on muscle too. It's really easy, you're just lazy.